The Tallyman. The town of Ash Hollow feared the sound of knocking after midnight. It meant he had come again. It started with the Walker family. One night, their door was found wide open. The entire household slaughtered father, mother, 2 children. No forced entry. No signs of struggle. Just a single mark carved into their foreheads. Then came the Millers. 4 bodies. 4 marks. 2, 3, 4. V. By the time the 9th victim was found, the Whispers had a name for him. The Tallyman. Sheriff Daniel Harlow refused to believe in ghost stories, but he couldn't ignore the facts. Every victim was different: rich, poor, young, old, no pattern except the growing count. The town was spiraling into panic, locking their doors, nailing windows shut, but the killings never stopped. One night, Daniel found a note on his desk. No signature, just 5 words written in shaking ink. "The next is your fault." That night, he barely slept. When the clock struck 12, a heavy knock echoed through his house. Slowly, hand on his gun, he approached the door. Another knock. He flung it open. Weapon raised, no one was there. Then he saw the number X carved into the wood. The next morning, the 10th victim was found. Helen Carter, a widow who had reported a stalker weeks ago. Daniel had dismissed her claims. Paranoia, he had told her. Nothing to fear. Now she was gone, and the Tallyman had counted again. Rage boiled inside him. The killer wasn't a ghost, he was a man. A man who needed to be stopped. That night, Daniel waited, shotgun loaded. Midnight came. Then knock, knock, knock. Karma. Heart pounding. He threw the door open. A figure stood in the dark, face hidden behind a cloth mask, a knife glinting in one hand. "You ignored them," the Tallyman whispered. "Now you are one of them." Pain exploded in Daniel's chest as the blade sank in. His vision blurred, cold spreading through him as he collapsed. When they found his body the next morning, the townspeople already knew what would be carved into his forehead. She, and the Tallyman was still counting.